Right, we're back at the Dumbalk Country Campdraft, and I am catching up with, well, I should have asked your official title, but Ian Hengstbuger. Firstly, welcome, Ian.
Thank you, Paul. I'm pleased you come down and had a bit of a look at our South Gippsland country.
Now, what's your official title? Are you the chairman, the boss? What do you go by?
I don't go by anything, but I suppose I'm the captain of the ship, but I'm only sitting in the wheelhouse, hey. I've got a big crew of people behind you, you know, and a lot of people just, all volunteers, and a lot of them, you know, just get forgotten, and they're not like, you know, you start with your cattle donors, you know, you've got your yardmen, and those yardmen, they get little thanks for what they do, and they're there, you know, they're there at my place. Well, we start Boxing Day. Draft doesn't start till the 28th, so they got you know, the 26th, 27th, mustering cattle, sorting cattle, getting cattle out. They got pink guys, you know, getting wild ones out. You know, sort of need close to 2,000 cattle for the 4 days. There's a lot of sorting goes, you know, prior to those guys. Everyone comes to the draft and spends 4 days and drinks a bit of grog and has a great time. Them poor blokes have been working, you know, for the week before and the week before that. You know, and they just get forgotten. They do a fantastic job, you know. A couple of blokes out there, you know, David White and Tom Thorburn, if they weren't, you know, me right-hand men, this show wouldn't go on. You've got to have cattle. You've got cattle donors. Some people given 500 cattle. They never camp draft, they just support the draft, you know.
That's actually a common thing. I get to go to quite a few camp drafts, and that's a pretty common thing that people, and they'll just come up here and they'll drink a bit of grog, and they enjoy it. They enjoy being recognised as the donors, but it's pretty cool. You said to me one thing there before. You said, I don't know how this is going to work. You'll just ask the questions and answer. And I was thinking, I need a chaise lounge here in a sec. You are pretty good at this.
No,
so,
no, definitely not.
I am actually going live, but
Caroline,
I'm going to.
You need to be on this.
No, I'll come down and annoy you in a little while. Don't worry about that. We've been down there, but we will get her in a minute as well. But they are that's what these events are, actually, aren't they? Like, Caroline and those guys are sponsors. They get behind it, but so many people get here and actually enjoy it. Yeah,
no, that's exactly right. So you know, you got cattle donors, you got the crew that work out the back. People forget about the trucks. So right here and now is an opportunity to give those guys that do the hard yards, you know, a bit of recognition. Like honestly, you know, we're all equal, and they're working so hard, and everyone's having a great time. So that's,
and those guys get the worst job because the truck drivers can't drink because they've got to be double O's, and but they've got to be back. No, well, they've got to start early and they finish late because they're generally the last ones leaving and the first ones here. They've got to be here before everyone else starts because the cattle have got to be unloaded. So they're the most important. They've started somewhere else before they even drive through the gates here and wake everyone up.
Right. So that you know, so we got them. Then you got the sponsors. Fantastic. You know, like the support we get is unreal. And let's be honest, you sponsor events, it's really a donation, isn't it? You know, and you know, without that we can't do improvements, we can't put lights up, you know, water, we're buying water, we buy, you know, 6-8 grams worth of water every year because we just haven't got enough storage. There's lots of things that no one even knows about or thinks about, you know, that goes on. So, you know, cattle, money, sponsors, people, workers, truck drivers, it's a huge thing. And then we've got the events, you know, then it all comes together.
How long has this draft been going?
Oh, I think 7 years or something like that, this particular draft. Yeah, it was, I just want to have a New Year's Eve party, eh?
It's a good way to have one, get all your friends to come.
Oh, yeah, well, why not, you know? So that was what it was. It was just wanted to have a party and sort of went from there, you know, and the likes of, you know, Mark and Shelley Ruff and, you know, Craig and Cameron McNabb got behind us, fantastic. Can't thank them enough, you know, and still, you know, ongoing support, you know, look, they've been great, you know.
Kenny Bolton, he was the one that got me here. I saw him at Chinchilla, and he said to me one day, you have to come here. Like, I mean, people have been saying about how good this draft is. It's nice to be going in Queensland and getting told. The flow and effect of that is, I've run into Roger Boschhammer. There's quite a few. There's quite
Chinchilla. Yeah, that's right.
They're all here and enjoying themselves.
So yeah, well, me and Kenny Bolton, we have a fair bit of banter. So like,
no, you wouldn't with Kenny, would you?
We could actually do an interview on Kenny Bolton, but you wouldn't. You know, you could believe me, but I wouldn't believe anything he tells you. I can tell you now.
But he's good fun. But that's what these are about. They are a lot of fun. How many events have you got? Because you've already had some finals, but your big final's still not till tomorrow.
No, that's correct. So originally we just had like one maiden, one novice, and then you started getting, 400 and 500 competitors in an event. So, and someone said, well, why don't you split them? And I thought, if you're going to win something, it's good to beat somebody. So I thought, and then he said, well, twice as many winners, twice as many happy people. So that's what we did. So we split those events. So you got maiden A, maiden B, novice A and novice B, novice for novice. And then when we've got an open shootout, which was the first night, a magnificent event, good Frisian heifers, and they're riding for keeps. We had out of 65 entries, we had 14, well actually had 15 scores 92 and above. So, 2 93s and the rest, there was 13 92s. And, they're riding for keeps. Love a runoff. It makes it exciting. Yeah, and it was real good.
Yeah, a dash for cash. That was one of the events too, I think.
Yeah, that come after that.
Yeah, I saw Matty Holtz just over the back there on the phone. He's going to get an interview too in a minute, but he came out on top of that.
Yeah, he did indeed. Yeah, and we just thought, I said to my wife, I said, we'll pay it for cash, of course, that's what it is. And I said, go and get $2,000. I said, get 3. I said, that'll be it, Well, we sort of needed 29,500, so that was just huge, yeah. Wow. So it was a really well supported and just magnificent, yeah. 100% payback, yeah. Yeah,
because it was a Calcutta. So how did that actually work?
Well, it was probably, I can't take the credit for it. It's Craig McNabb said, why don't you do this? So yeah, we auctioned our 14, 15 top riders in that event, and one wildcard entry. So we grabbed Max Shannon and chucked him on a horse, who nearly won it, to be quite honest. He rode off.
I saw the results, yeah.
So, and then we auctioned them, and people got right behind it and supported it, and then we put the whole prize pool back and in there. So if we did it again next year, which we were such a success, we will, but we might split it first, second and third. It just, once again, more happy people.
You spoke about the actual event. You're a local. What does it mean for the local community? I think that's one of the great things I've found with camp drafting, the buy-in that the people have, what it means to the locals. Yeah.
Well, they're all going to buy something. You got local stalls. Someone's going to buy diesel. Someone's going to buy an ice cream. They're all going to go to McDonald's on the way home. We order 50 pizzas for New Year's Eve. They come down here at 11 o'clock at night. It's just, and you see cars tearing off. They're not going to visit someone, they're going to a shop to buy something, So, yeah, and, just the amount of, grog and food and everything, it's just, it creates jobs, doesn't it, And I'll tell you, it's easy to do nothing in the country. It's just easy. Everyone can do nothing. We all sit home and watch TV, but if someone doesn't organise something, we got nothing. Yeah. So country people need to do stuff in the country, I think,
I think this is one of those things, like I say, about pony clubs and a few of these other events is really struggling, but camp drafting is growing. I get told by a lot of people, shush, don't tell people how good it is, because they don't want it to get any bigger, but I think, unfortunately, it is bigger, but the reason it is because it's such a great event.
Well, it is, but I think there's only one limiting factor, and that's cattle, and then there's a lot of cattle out there. I mean, I got another 1,000 cattle I can get, but the quality of the cattle to draft drops off, so you're trying to maintain that, that bit better standard, top thing, It creates good drafting, happy people, A lot of people come in and go, I got a gate for the first time in my life. Well, great, fantastic, that's what you want. Even though they're not in the final or they didn't, they might miss out by a point or two, at least got round, or they got to chase something.
Too late now, but next year, people want to get involved. You want them to get it, from Queenslanders, they're everywhere, just give you guys a call.
Yeah, well, for sure. Well, just, people say, how do we get in? I'll say, just put your entries in. Haven't knocked anyone back yet. So, just
might come.
Oh, well, who knows, But it's a long way to come, but we travel up there, and we love it. We love, we want to compete against those fellas, and get down here sort of on, home ground advantage, a little bit, So it's just great to see new people, meet new people, and that's what you do, isn't it?
One question I haven't asked you: do you camp draft?
Yeah.
How'd you go?
Oh, I'll get into the second round of the long one. Let's put it that way.
Oh, there's a few of us in there that I've already interviewed. So good luck with that.
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, if you're running them, I guess you got a little bit of control. But no, I don't. It's just we took all the outside scores, and I'll be lucky enough to get 89, 85. So I'm going to be there in the morning. Let's see if I can get another run round.
And hopefully in the afternoon as well.
Well, that's right. So, but look, I get it's a family sport, and honestly, I get more enjoyment out of watching me kids and my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, and all those people riding rather than me riding myself. I just love seeing. I love good animals. You love good horses, good cattle, good dogs. It's just sort of in you. Yeah.
Mate, thank you. You weren't sure how you're going to fill 5 minutes. You weren't sure you filled 5 minutes. So thank you and well done. And great camp draft. We want to get more people up here.
Come on down. We'd love to get you here.
We don't worry about the New South Welshmen, though, do we?
No, we'll go around him.
Yeah, that's right. Well, mate, thank you.
Good on you.